Welcome to the Island of Dolls.
The Island of the Dolls, located in Mexico, is locally known as Isla de las Muñecas. It is a mysterious and eerie forest filled with numerous dolls hanging from trees. This scene might remind you of horror films, but you may wonder what the story behind this forest and its dolls is. The origin story is a heartbreaking one that dates back to the mid-20th century. This island was once a refuge for a man named Julian Santana Barrera. According to studies about this legend, a little girl drowned near the island, and Julian found her body. When Julian discovered the girl's corpse, her doll was found with her as well. He was unable to save the girl, and her spirit began to haunt him relentlessly. Julian believed that an evil spirit was tormenting the girl's soul. Therefore, he tore the doll apart and hung it from a tree to prevent the evil spirit that was causing the girl distress from affecting her any longer. However, if you've seen pictures of this island, you'll notice that there isn't just one doll. There are many dolls hanging from the trees. In fact, in his efforts to calm the restless spirit of the girl, Julian started collecting dolls and hanging them on the trees to reassure her that the evil spirit would no longer bother her. He believed that these dolls would protect him from the vengeful spirit. Over the years, he amassed a vast collection of dolls in various shapes and sizes, each more unsettling than the last, which led to an increase in the number of dolls hanging from the trees. This legend of Julian is also one of the reasons for the island's name. Some researchers consider this island to be the most remote island in the world. They attribute its placement on this list to its eerie and frightening nature, believing that only a few people will visit it. Interestingly, about 50 years after this incident in 2001, Julian himself drowned in the very area where the little girl had drowned. Do you think the spirits of the little girl and Julian are still wandering on the island? Visitors to the Island of the Dolls often report experiencing supernatural phenomena. Some claim to have heard the dolls whispering to them, while others have seen their lifeless eyes blink or their heads turn to follow them. It's not uncommon for visitors to feel an overwhelming sense of unease, as if they are being watched by unseen forces. As mentioned, some people say that Julian found the drowned girl's body and hung her doll from a tree, while others believe that Julian did not have full mental health and that this story may have been a product of his imagination. In fact, no girl with her doll was ever found, and Julian may have only seen these events in his mind. Regardless of whether this story is real or not, there is now an island filled with scary and creepy dolls, many of which have severed limbs, attracting many tourists to Mexico each year to see it. The Island of Dolls in Mexico is located in the canals of Xochimilco, about 45 minutes south of Mexico City. To visit this place, you need to spend at least 2 hours rowing. If you reach the Island of Dolls and feel scared to explore it, you can instead take a tour of the surrounding canals. Due to the stories associated with this island, there aren't many boatmen willing to take you there from Mexico City. Typically, tourists choose to visit this island early in the day, so that the visibility of the dolls and the island itself doesn't frighten them more. Of course, the faces of the dolls are terrifying even in daylight, but if for any reason you prefer to visit the island at night, there are also guided tours available during the late hours and at night. The island gained notoriety in 1943 when Mexican director Emilio Fernández used it as the location for the film Candelaria. After the death of Julien, visits to the island were open to the public with permission from his family. There are several huts and a small museum on the island that you can visit. The Island of the Dolls is considered one of the most terrifying and frightening tourist attractions in Mexico. If you visit this place, you can embark on an incredibly thrilling and astonishing journey. However, if you are afraid of scary scenes or do not wish to experience them, it is better to remove this island from your list of favorite sites. The Island of the Dolls in Mexico is a place where the line between the real and the supernatural blurs, where eerie dolls and ghostly legends coalesce into a truly terrifying experience. For those brave enough to venture to this spine-tingling location, it offers a glimpse into a world where the unknown and the macabre collide. In conclusion, it should be noted that despite the abundant information about this island, there are still unanswered questions remaining, such as, did Julien manipulate the dolls to make them appear frightening? Was Julien the only one involved in collecting the dolls? And is the true story really as it has been told?